Nigeria fell in love with the Anwuli story. The secret wife, the hidden marriage, the love bubble that Omoni Oboli described as the most beautiful thing she had ever seen. The tribute that destroyed every heart. The father calling her beloved wife Anwuli at the service of songs, the name that means happiness. Nigeria embraced all of it. And now, the biological Ekubo family has dropped the most explosive allegation yet. They are saying that the marriage Nigeria celebrated was never their own. That Anwuli was not a woman Alex Ekubo chose freely for himself. That she was arranged for him by his stepmother from her own social circle, without the Ekubo Okwarake family knowing anything about it, and that they have never recognized this marriage. Stay till the end and subscribe to our sister channel, Nollywood Expose. The link is in the comment section, where this story continues with even deeper investigations. Let Gist Mama lay out exactly what the biological family is alleging, because this is not a vague claim. This is specific, this is detailed, and it has now been confirmed by multiple biological family members speaking independently. Clinton Ekubo posted on Facebook with a statement that has changed the entire conversation around Alex Ekubo's marriage. He wrote, his stepmother arranged her best friend's daughter for Alex as a wife without the Ekubo Okwarake family's knowledge, and the marriage was done just like that. We were shocked when we heard that Alex was married. I personally asked, what is going on? 3 sentences, and every single one of them is a bombshell. The stepmother arranged the marriage. The woman Alex Ekubo married, Anwuli, is allegedly the daughter of his stepmother's best friend. This was not a love story that grew organically from 2 people who found each other. According to Clinton, it was a match that was made within the stepmother's social circle and presented to Alex without the biological Ekubo Okwarake family being consulted, informed, or involved in any way. The family was shocked when they heard he was married. Not surprised. Shocked. The word Clinton used is shocked, meaning this was completely unexpected, completely out of nowhere. A man they had family relationship with got married, and nobody in the biological Ekubo Okwarake family knew it was happening until it had already happened. And David Ekubo, in his posts before he deleted them, went even further. He clarified that the family does not recognize claims about Alex being married. He stressed that their questions are solely directed at his stepmother. The family does not recognize the marriage. Those words have enormous legal and cultural weight in Igbo tradition and in Nigerian family law. A marriage that the groom's biological family does not recognize is a marriage with fundamental questions around its legitimacy under customary law. Now, let's Gist Mama connect this to the broader pattern that has been emerging since the burial on June 18th, 2026. Because the arranged marriage allegation does not stand alone. It sits inside a much larger picture of alleged control and manipulation that the biological family says began before Alex was old enough to understand what was being done to him. Clinton says the stepmother entered the Ekubo family by allegedly fabricating an infidelity story against Alex's biological mother, driving her out of the marriage and positioning herself as the new center of the family. She then allegedly turned Alex and Chioma against their biological mother. She changed Chioma's birth name from Ritan to Chioma. She channeled Alex completely into her own family, away from the Ekubo Okwarake bloodline. Alex attended every wedding and event in her family, while showing zero interest in anything happening in his biological family. And then, when Alex was an adult and successful, and one of the most recognizable faces in Nollywood, she allegedly arranged a wife for him from her own best friend's family, without telling the Ekubo Okwarake family anything. Now, Gist Mama wants Nigeria to think about what that means in the context of everything else that has been alleged. If the arranged marriage was arranged without the biological family's knowledge, then the people who were involved in planning that marriage, the people who attended the traditional ceremony, the people who knew about it before the biological family did, were all from the stepmother's side. Not the Ekubo Okwarake family, not Alex's biological mother, not Chioma, not Uncle Namdi, not David, not Clinton. None of them. Now, here is where Gist Mama must be completely honest and completely fair, because this allegation, as explosive as it is, has another side that Nigeria must also consider. Alex Ekubo was a grown man. He was a law graduate. He was a man who made deliberate and intentional choices about every aspect of his life. The same man who signed an NDA with his hospital. The same man who hid his marriage from Nigeria for 2 years. The same man who wrote a will before he died. This was not a passive person who was carried along by the decisions of others. This was a man who controlled his narrative with extraordinary precision. So, the question that Gist Mama puts to Nigeria is this. Did Alex Ekubo marry Anwuli because his stepmother arranged it, or did he marry Anwuli because he loved her and his stepmother happened to be the person who introduced them or facilitated the connection? Because in Nigerian culture, introductions and arrangements are not always the same as force. Many successful marriages began as arrangements within a family's social circle. Many Nigerian mothers, biological or step, have introduced their sons to women they believed would make good partners. The introduction does not automatically make the marriage forced. But the biological Ekubo family is saying this was different. They are saying they were not told, they are saying they do not recognize the marriage, and they are saying the pattern of behavior around this marriage, the secrecy, the exclusion, the shock, is consistent with everything else they have alleged about how the stepmother operated around Alex's life. And remember, nobody on the other side has publicly responded to any of these allegations. Not the stepmother, not Anwuli's family, not Nollywood colleagues who were present at whatever ceremony took place, not Alex's management, not a single person who could offer a counter-narrative to what the biological family is saying. That silence, as Gist Mama has said before, is not confirmation, but it is also not nothing. Now, Gist Mama also wants to address what this means for Anwuli specifically, because Anwuli is a grieving widow. She is carrying a child. She wrote one of the most beautiful tributes to a husband that Nigeria has ever read. She called him Dada. She said loving him was the easiest decision. She said being his wife was the greatest honor. Whatever the circumstances of how the marriage came about, Anwuli loved Alex Ekubo. That is not in question. The notes he left in drawers for her, the late night walks, the shared faith, the love bubble that Omoni described, those things were real. That love was real. But whether the marriage that produced that love was conducted with the knowledge and blessing of the biological Ekubo Okwareke family, that is the question now sitting in the middle of this entire story. And it is a question with legal implications, cultural implications, and personal implications for every single person involved. Before we close, 3 quick questions. Number 1. Clinton alleges that Anwuli was arranged for Alex by his stepmother from her own best friend's family, without the biological Ekubo Okwareke family knowing anything about it. David says the family does not recognize the marriage. Do you think a marriage conducted without the knowledge or blessing of a man's biological family is valid under Igbo customary law? And does Alex's right as a grown man to choose his own wife override his family's right to be involved in that choice? Number 2, Anwuli's tribute to Alex was one of the most beautiful and most emotionally devastating things Nigeria has read since his death. She clearly loved him deeply and completely. Does the allegation that their marriage was arranged without family approval change how you feel about their love story? Or do you believe that however a love story begins, what matters is what it becomes? Number 3, David Ekubo has now deleted all his posts calling out the stepmother and locked his comment section. His last public post is now a tribute to Alex. Do you think David deleted his post because he was pressured or threatened? Or do you think something happened behind the scenes that changed his position? And does his deletion change how you see the credibility of everything he previously alleged? Drop everything in the comments. Every thought, every prayer, every honest reaction. Gist Mama is reading every single word. Nigeria fell in love with Anwuli, with the love bubble, with the notes in the drawers, with loving you was the easiest decision, with being your wife was the greatest honor. And now, the biological Ekubo family is saying, we never approved this union. We were shocked when we heard he was married. We do not recognize this marriage. Two completely different versions of the same love story. And Alex Ekubo, the only person who could tell Nigeria the full truth from his own mouth, is in the ground in Arochukwu. Subscribe to Gist Mama NG. Subscribe to Nollywood Expose. The link is in the comment section where this story goes even deeper. Hit the notification bell on both channels. Share this video. See you in the next one.